comp, which is this little pedal right here, up there at the top of the screen there. Um, and it's a very unassuming pedal. You know, you can beam in effects and things like that to it from your phone or your iPad or whatever. So, but here's some of that, and this is without anything else on it. Here's without it. So as you can see, it does add a boost in volume just a little bit, but you know, right now I don't feel like going in and messing with the settings, so it doesn't do that. So, but it is going to be a little volume difference between these two, the dry signal and the compressed signal. And it's a multi-band compressor, meaning it's a 3-band multi-band compressor, so it compresses the lows, the mids, and the highs all separately. That's one of the reasons why I love this head right here, this TC Electronic BH500 head. I love that joint. That's like my favorite. It's like one of my favorite heads. It's 30 pounds, and I'm just fixing not to carry that out the house. I'm not carrying a 30-pound head no more. That Harkey is only 7 pounds. You know, granted, it sounds amazing. So and it's great. You know, the cabinet itself is only like 50 pounds, so it's not a heavy 410 cabinet to be 410s. You know, that 115 on the bottom there is about 42 pounds. So that 410s on that TC Electronic 410s on top, and that's a Fender Bassman Neo 115 on the bottom. Can't really see it because I'm sitting in the way, but on top of it is a TC Electronic BC 410. That's 50 pounds. The head is 30 pounds. That's 70 pounds for it is 500 watts, and it does. I mean, it's a real 500 watts. It kicks. It kicks. It'll blow your head off. But yeah, I digress. Let's keep going. These, you know, when you're using a live amp, the compressors definitely help out when you're playing live with a band. Helps you cut through a lot easier without you digging so hard, especially if you're slapping and popping or you want to use your harmonics and things. It'll help those cut through in the mix a lot better. So here's my bass without it. With the TC Electronic Spectral Comp. So as you see, for the tapping, it definitely makes my life a lot easier. And I can add more of it if I need to, or less. Bow. It just evens it right out, like, and it automatically now without it is it makes it's not as so when you're tapping and things like that, or even slapping and popping, doing a little bit of mixing that stuff up in there. Um, Without it, you have such a wide variety of because of the techniques needing different dynamic levels for different reasons. You know, like a slap and pop is going to need those heavier accents to make sure that you're situating certain things and get that real percussive sound. Like you need the louder ones as much as you need the ghost notes to the softer ones. So you need those accents to accent it. You know, to be you need those accents to be accent. You need those accents in order to make it feel a certain type of way at certain moments. Um, so you know that the compressor definitely helps out with that. You know, ooh. But with the tapping thing, so if you tap without it, here we go. It's you can hear it, but you know, um, that was actually with it. But if you do it without it, it's just softer. It's way softer, and I have to work way harder. So it's way more even. So it's much more of a controlled sound with the compression on. You know, you don't need a ton of it. You know, but having it on definitely helps. So me personally, you know, sometimes I might, certain situations I might not actually compress. I might only have a limiter on, um, which is why I use the limiter 76 on the B6, which is, like I said, it's 1176, which is a compressor slash limiter. One of the most famous ones, like a lot of the Cali 76 compressor, I believe, is based on it. They have one based on it. Or is it Pigtronics? One of those. It's a couple different emulations of it, as well as a bunch of plugins that emulate it as well. Um, it's one of the most famous, you know, compression tools ever. So people are definitely going to emulate it. But here's my settings. My settings for that will be 14, 4 to 4 to 1, 33. And let's see what that does with the tapping.